What's better today? And welcome to the Leadership Advantage podcast by Dr. John Kenworthy. The Leadership Advantage isn't some magic pill or silver bullet to instant success as a leader, but I'm sharing the art and neuroscience of hacking expert leadership to unstuck your potential in life and work. Hey there, and welcome to this special edition of the Leadership Advantage, a proven hack to inspire hope and see good days. Our purpose of this edition is to show you a way and give you the urge to inspire your kids, your family and your work colleagues with a real and tangible hope that will lift their spirits and yours, and fill everyone with the urge to emerge stronger and ready to lead the world in the recovery so that you will see good days. How are we going to do that? I'm going to share a powerful tool and a neuroscience hack that you will easily use to bring absolute clarity to the future expectation of good you want to create and use to inspire others. And the payoff? Oh, your kids, they're going to want to do something creative. Your family will look at you with newfound respect and admiration. And your work colleagues will be eager and ready to listen, collaborate, and be more productive. In times of difficulty or crisis, the trap for leaders is trying to control everything. And this applies as much to leading in your home as it does in the office. When your locus of control is hindered or even removed, when you feel even slightly that your life is out of control, your threat response fires up. Our favourite almond-shaped friends inside our brain, the amygdala, take up the reins of your response with plenty of stress hormone production of cortisol and adrenaline. And it's a never-ending barrage of negative news, and many people scoff at the notion of remaining optimistic in light of these facts. See, your human brain is programmed to narrow your focus in the face of a threat. It's an inbuilt mechanism designed perfectly for self-protection. It means that your field of vision is restricted to what is immediately in front of you. Perfect for hunters in the Serengeti and your cave-dwelling ancestors. Pretty useful in the 21st century office and home, but unseeable threats lurking in the very air before you, not quite so useful. Leaders, whether they're at work or at home, need to intentionally pull back and take a broader view. Leaders need to look up and see a new future. A new future that is good and positive and filled with promise. We call it hope. And we could all use some hope right now. And what we want is some real hope. Real hope is the positive expectation of good. It's not just wishful or fanciful thinking. It is something you believe will come to pass. And like everyone else, you want to have this positive expectation of good. And I know it's difficult. We would all like someone to stimulate this hope within us. We want someone, anyone, to fill us with the urge or the ability to feel something hopeful, something positive, to rescue us from this pit of negativity and confinement and restriction. You can probably think of a small handful of leaders who truly inspire you with hope of a brighter future. Martin Luther King was pretty inspiring with his "I have a dream" speech. Winston Churchill inspired a generation to give their lives for freedom promising to fight them on the beaches. And just recently, Queen Elizabeth II rallied hope for an end to COVID-19 with "We will meet again." But it seems inspirational leaders are few and far between, yet there's one in your household. There's an inspirational leader in your workplace. There's one who can inspire hope and rally people in your community. And that person is you. Yes, you. You have all that you need to inspire hope in others, and hence for yourself. You might not believe it just yet, but give me half an hour of your time and you will. Okay, so working from home ain't all it's cracked up to be. Well, actually, I think it is. But then I've been doing this for many, many years. But I do recall how tough it was in the beginning, and now it is a lot more difficult. Now your partner is at home also, or perhaps worse, if they're in essential service and they escape every day. Kids are at home too, either from school or university, or even they are finding their phone and Netflix is getting less exciting. We're confined in space and there's a limited number of spaces to work. Bandwidth is at a premium. Young kids especially expect you to entertain them, educate them, feed them, nurture them, console them and inspire them. And it's tough to keep it up when you are feeling disconnected, under pressure, fearful that maybe the business will fold. Basically, you have the odds stacked against you. Yet they and you crave hope. And you could really use some inspiration right now. So let's get to it. Now, to do this, you're going to need that swing. Swing is a powerful coaching tool I use to give my clients absolute clarity with actionable steps to achieve a crystal clear future intention and the motivation and the inspiration to make it happen. Let me briefly explain the key swing steps and what you can expect. Then we'll get on and do it together. I'll lead, you'll be filling in the blanks, pausing whenever you need to do so. The first time through this is for you personally, your expectations for the future. Afterward, you can do this for your kids, you can do it for your partner and your work colleagues, your staff, your friends, your neighbours, whoever you want. The process is on the form that I share on the show notes. This includes the audio coaching for each step, so I will be leading you virtually. You'll be able to effectively coach yourself through this process with my help. And let me tell you what's going to happen first, and a little example to get you in the right frame of mind. Swing is SWING, and S stands for specific. Here you will gain absolute clarity of your intended outcome. In this case, your future expectation for yourself and then for others. This is your vision for the future, and we will define it with the 5 senses. What you will see with your eyes, what you will hear with your ears, what you will feel and be able to get hold of, touch or know is concrete, and what you will smell or taste. For example, you might see your office colleagues smiling and laughing. They look healthy and happy. And maybe the computer screen flickers with a chart showing income growth. You can see your kids smiling, joking, playing, helping with housework, willingly graduating with a report card in hand and commendations. You might see a fridge filled with your favourites and a batch of spare toilet roll in the cupboard. Let's try hearing now. You might hear happy chatter and laughing. Your partner whispers sweet love in your ear. Oh, your kids tell you corny jokes I heard at school. Your boss praises you for a job very well done, and you hear the delicious sounds of the aircraft engines screeching as you land at your favourite foreign destination for the holiday of a lifetime. You'll feel the bump of the landing gear and your legs twitch with the anticipation of standing and climbing outside into the glorious and perfect weather, breezing through immigration without fear and soon diving into the crystal clear waters. I trust you're getting the picture now. Hey, guess what I'm looking forward to? You'll see the bottle of wine on the table. Pop the cork and savour the fresh, crisp and fruity burst of bubbles, taking in a big, deep noseful of the barbecue, and already feel your tongue and lips moistening in anticipation. Hey, and you were wondering what this smell and taste thing have to do with it, won't you? But do you notice how you were instantly transported to smell the same thing? Smell and taste are incredibly powerful senses. If you can evoke a familiar smell with your future vision, please do so. Not everyone can at first, but try to do so. It will become so very real for you and for everyone who hears you describe it. As we go through this together using the form, I want you to write down your responses as fully as you can, and keep writing. Don't go correcting and editing right now, or even spell checking. Just write. You can edit it later. W, now when we move into this, W is for win. As in, what do you win when your future vision happens? What are the payoffs for you? For your kids, for your colleagues, for your partner, your boss and your company. And the second part of win is cost. Because yes, your future vision costs. Certainly some money and time and effort. And, well, what else? I, the letter I, asks you if you are in control of everything that you need to be in control of to achieve this. We want to know if we have all the resources that you need to overcome the roadblocks you know are present. And if you do not have them, where can you get them and how? It's tempting right now to say, no, not a chance, but that's also not true. What we want to know and understand here is what is in your control and what is not in your control. And if you are not in control, who is? And please don't tell me the virus is in control. It is not. We were given dominion, and that included dominion over this virus. Maybe it's true that you cannot do a lot about some things, but you can do something. Or you can influence someone else who can do something. So yes, at the moment, maybe you're a stay-at-home, you're in self-isolation, you're in quarantine. So your movement is restricted. That is you doing something about this virus. N, the letter. N, the letter N. N, the letter N, is for now. We pull all of these strings together. What is specific, the win and in control, and write a single, cohesive passage in the present active tense, as if this future exists already right now. Just remember, in the active voice, we use the first form of the verb. It's active. Whereas the passive voice is the third form. I take, it is taken. The present active tense is important for your brain. It's another hack, by the way. Remember how a crisis makes you focus? Well, you focus on the immediate. So when we put this into the present active tense, we are tricking our brain that this is already now. And with a splendid, powerful, positive, visceral vision, now your brain will trigger dopamine, which makes you feel great, happy, joyful, and it motivates you to make the dream come true. This, once you've edited it and you've practiced it, this is your inspirational speech. For your own goal, then it's your own inspiration. For your kids, it's likely your intention for them and the family. For your team at work, it's the team rallying speech. It's what Queen Elizabeth did with "We will meet again." It's what Churchill did with "We'll fight them on the beaches." And it's what Martin Luther King's "I have a dream" speech so beautifully captured. G in swing is for guarantee, and we use Cartesian logic again to hack the brain into accepting this vision and making it a reality unconsciously. We are in effect planting the vision into the unconscious. I will be asking you 4 somewhat strange questions that you simply respond with the first thing that comes to mind. It doesn't have to make sense or be logical. It's whatever comes to mind. Write that down. And by the way, nobody can actually answer the 4th question because your brain cannot process it. But it goes off into a loop. Just write down whatever. Most often, there's a key subconscious message in your answer to the 4th question. It does take a little work to get there. But once you have your inspirational sentence, your paragraph, your speech, however long it may be, you tell it to those who want hope. They get to see, to hear, to feel, smell and taste your vision of a positive expectation of good. You inspire your family. You inspire your team. You inspire your country. Sure, it would be lovely if someone was inspiring you and they did all the work for it. But then they get all the glory afterwards. So all of this is within the form. What you do is you open up the form. Please do this on a desktop, it's much easier. Use headphones, it would be a good way to listen to the coaching as you go through. Pause the player whenever you need to continue finishing your answers. On the form I've written the time within the player of the next step. If you want to rewind, go back to it, no problem whatsoever. And it will need your name and email so that I can send the inspirational speech to you, your answers to you, but also you'll be able to come back if you register on the site so that you can come back in and edit your own answers. You can use this many times for different situations. I will help as much as I can. I'm helping during the coaching itself, and if you ask me, I will go through something and maybe help give you a little bit more direction if you need it in a particular area. Just reach out to me, hit reply, and share this please with people that you also know will need hope. They need to inspire their family, their children, their work colleagues, their country. Be greatly blessed, and I'll see you inside the form. Bye. hope that you really enjoyed this episode and will share some highlights with the people you care about most. My team and I are working on a series of exciting new projects in this art and neuroscience of hacking expert leadership to unstuck your true potential in life and work. To learn more, visit leadershipadvantage.com or just search for Dr. John Kenworthy and connect with me.